Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. NaNoWriMo is just around the corner and I have actually figured out what I'm going to do. Now I am a big fan of NaNoWriMo and I've been doing it for, I want to say like 12 years. I have lost count. And I refuse to not win the NaNoWriMo that is in November. I've talked about this before. The camps in April and July, I'm fine with losing, but I want to win in November. I want to keep that streak up. And that hasn't changed. That is still very much true for this year as well. But this year I am going to rebel for not the first time, but I haven't done it a lot. So basically you're considered a NaNoWriMo rebel if you don't do NaNoWriMo according to the plan, the original plan, which is to write 50,000 words of something new over 30 days. There might be another criteria I'm missing here, but that is the core how to do nano thing. I, however, have decided to rebel this year, and that is for a few different reasons. Partly it's because Marcus and I are still working on our dual rule project, and we have a deadline for that in mid-December, and I am nowhere near hitting that deadline. But I also didn't want to fully work on that project, or I didn't want to just work on that in November, I should say. So I am sprinkling in a couple other things. Now, I'm still hoping for 50k and I'm still hoping to get that done in November and get the win. That's all out of the way now. But I am planning and hoping to work on 3 different projects, none of which I plan to finish in November. The first one is the dual rule project. We are currently working on our second draft of the first half. My first draft of the first half was 81,000 words, hoping to shrink it a little bit, but that is one of them. I don't have a goal of how far I would like to get. The deadline for us to be done with it is somewhere in early mid-December. I forget the date right now, but I would like to get further and get kind of far on it. My second project that I'm hoping to work on, I am calling Safe House, or The Safe House. And I've mentioned this in at least a stream or 2 in the past month or so. And basically it is about a safe house that travels through both time and space, and it chooses who it wants to rescue. And once the house has chosen you, you don't really have a choice. The house will appear in front of you when you need it, and you will go in, and then you're sort of stuck. You will be in the house for 24 hours, during which time you will gain something that you desperately need, but you will also lose something that you value. And the thing you lose, unbeknownst to you, will then be gifted to someone else by the house when it steals something from another person. And I have a few ideas for this project. I think it sounds really cool, first of all, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't fully figured out all of the storylines because I feel like it could get quite complicated, but it's very different to anything I've ever written before, and I don't even know what genre to put it in because it could go either way. Not either way, but it could go a few different ways. And I got some really good response on this idea in the stream I mentioned earlier, and I'm just really excited to finally start writing it. I just hope that I will not start it and then get so confused about what to do with it and then get discouraged and never pick it up again, because I do think the idea is really, really cool. My third project, I don't even have a working title for yet, but the idea I had for part of the story is a masquerade ball set somewhere in history. I was thinking like 1700s or 1700s inspired at least, but we shall see. And basically there is a scam artist or someone doing something sketchy, pulling a heist, and just flipping the tables between rich and poor and all that. And it's I have like a few scenes in my mind rolling like a movie, and I somehow had to put them on page. And that is also combined with sort of a Cinderella story, with not the movie A Cinderella Story, but a Cinderella inspired thing where someone has a fairy godmother or something like it, and they get transformed and they have to finish things or be back before the clock strikes 12. And this is going to be combined with the heist, and people are going to be confused about who's who, and it's going to be a really good time, and I'm really, really excited about it. but that one doesn't have a working title or anything. So my collective goal for these 3 stories is 50k, more if I can manage, but life is also changing a bit for me in November. I have vacation for the first week of November, which I took specifically so that I could hopefully get a bunch of writing done, and I'm gonna try to do that. But I'm also starting to commute again for work in the 2nd week of November. It was supposed to be the 1st week, but since I have vacation, I don't have to do that. I start commuting again the 2nd week of Nano, and I'm gonna be commuting 3 days a week. And the collective time that that will take out of my week is 12 hours every week because of trains and getting to and from the train station and so on. So I'm losing a lot of time, and I'm not going to be bringing my laptop or anything on the train. So that's going to be something to get used to again, because I haven't commuted for about a year. So that's also going to be going on, which is all the more reason to try to get as much as possible written in the first week. And we will just see how that goes. I don't think I will get the 50k done in a week. I've done it before, I can do it, but I don't think that's going to be possible this year, or I don't think I want to stress about it that much. Although it is just 5 10k days in a row, so how hard can it be, right? Apart from that, I don't really have any streaming plans this month, apart from the normal Thursday streams that Mark and I have been running now for a year and a half, and they are on Thursdays at 5 p.m. UTC, and we alternate back and forth between our channels. I'll try to leave them all linked down below, all the November streams, and I hope to see you there. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear down below what you are doing for NaNoWriMo. If you are participating, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, and I will be back with another video soon, so I'll see you then. Bye! I have the first week off. I'm taking vacation for the first month of November, yes. And I'm gonna be commuting for 3 weeks every day. That's a lot. Although it is just 5 10-day days.
5 10-day days.